Good morning. Happy Saturday to everyone. Okay. All right, so my localization journey for Star Shift Origins is almost complete. I've almost got the entire game translated into 6 languages. Alright, I should say translated into 5, but there are 6 languages total. English, Spanish, Russian, traditional Chinese, simplified Chinese, and Japanese. Now, most of the process has been pretty smooth. But of course, I hit one snag that I knew I was going to hit, and I've gotten around most of the issues, but I ran into even more. So, my main problem right now is the tactical battle plugin, because what happens is if I do things the normal way, where it's using the TXT files or whatever, I don't run into this problem with any other plugins or anything like that. But if I change to any language except English, it causes massive lag in that plugin. So basically, the first battle has no lag, even if I change the language. The second battle has no lag if I change it to English. And now I'm on the third battle, and it causes lag even if it's in English. So now I'm getting kind of confused. Now, what I did to get around the previous battles is I had to do a bunch of manual overrides. So to get it to not lag, even though it's in Japanese, what I did was I changed it to English so that it wouldn't lag, and then I did a bunch of manual overrides to make it Japanese anyway. And that worked for the second battle. But now when I get to the third battle, it lags anyway, even if ahead of time I set it to English. So I'm a little confused, basically. So see right here, I set it to English, and it still lags anyway. And once I can get this last battle done without lagging, I'm pretty much almost done. Let's see, if I pick English and I load the battle, it doesn't lag. Everything starts normal. Oh no. Yeah, see, it's lagging anyway, even if I set it to English. But, and I don't know why. It's something, I know it's something stupid though. The tactical battle plugin is always stupid. See, if I set it to Japanese, then it'll lag anyway. But previously though, I was able to get around the issue in the previous tactical battle. I don't know if this is an issue that compounds with every tactical battle or something. But see, if I go back to Japanese and I go back to my previous tactical battle, I got this to work by changing it to English and then force feeding it Japanese instead, and that worked for this battle. This battle also had massive lag until I did that. And then the lag went away. Even though it was stupid, I thought I had figured it out. And then now it does the... Let's see. Now it does. Now this battle still doesn't lag. almost there. I'm just running into a few specific snags. Oh, that's why. Oh, that's right. I've got to set parallel. I gotta turn these back on to parallel. I was experimenting turning them off and seeing if anything different happened with the speed or whatever. But yeah, I had to do some clunky manual overrides only for the fact of the tactical battle system. So, you know, if you're localizing your game, my game is a harder example of like, it's normally easier than it is for my game to do this, but I have like 180 plugins, and I've been 80% of my time has been dealing with like quirks of like 3 of the plugins. Turn the volume to a more reasonable level. Let's see, and I know how to fix these, and I just have to do them. But I'm not worried about that right now. I'm worried about the tactical battle system. So there's just one more tactical battle to get out of the way, and then it's done. This one's fine. I spent all day on this one yesterday. I got it to not lag by setting it to English and then force feeding it back to Japanese again. Even like during the battle, force it to be Japanese even though it's English, and then it doesn't lag. Okay. So I figured this battle out. And I thought I had figured it all out, but oh wait, now that the parallel process is turned back on, maybe if I set it back to English, if I recall correctly, if I set it to English from the beginning, it actually doesn't lag on this battle. So there might be some hope. No, it does. It still lags. 4 FPS. Okay, let's see if I. Okay, let me try setting it to English. Let me try setting it to English and then loading the previous save file, because maybe the autosave being in the place that it is just is like preventing changes from occurring. So now I'm just setting it to English straight up. And we'll see if it suddenly doesn't lag. Because there's got to be one little thing that's causing it to lag. I don't know what it is. But I know the tactical battle system is super fragile. I was always kind of hoping that the plugin would get better over time, but then the developer kind of just stopped working on it. And I haven't found any others that are better, so yeah. It's always been the part of the game that's been the most delicate as far as implementation. Okay, so if it's just set all in English straight up. Yeah, if it's just set in English straight up, it does not lag. So there's hope. How to get it to not lag even when it's in the other language. Okay, so I did the same technique I did in the previous battle and it didn't work. So that's what I'm wondering about. So see, I literally set it to English right before the battle starts. And that was supposed to do it. But in this case it doesn't. If I set it back to Japanese again, I gotta load the autosave. Let me just double check. Maybe I was just tired yesterday and I did something in the wrong order or something. I don't know. But yeah, this is taking a little longer than I expected, but I learned a lot, and I think that at the end of the day we'll have this game mostly translated. Of course, I'll have to give it to a native speaker to proofread it and stuff, but it's almost there. Ironically, the easiest part was the dialogue. The hardest part has been individual plugin madness for some plugins. Yeah, bubblegum and tape and string. The problem I have is that if I play the tactical battles in any language besides English, there's massive lag. And there's no error message or anything either. So I fixed it on the other two battles by telling it that it's English and then force feeding it Japanese for just the battle. But on this battle, it doesn't work. So the lag starts immediately when the battle actually starts. But it doesn't do it in English. And but it also... One sec. Okay. Let me try... Okay, let me actually try... Let me try specifically turning Japanese off, and then that would actually in turn turn everything off. There wouldn't be a single language switch turned on at that point, and see if it lags. something causing the lag. I don't know what it is. And even if I turn Japanese off and I turn English on manually like this, it still lags. But if I start the game in English, it doesn't lag. So that's the part that's weird. So I'll set it back to Japanese and then force feed it English, and then it'll still lag. But if I pick English from the beginning, it does not lag. So I'm wondering what that means. Gotta figure this shit out. This is the last tactical battle. I mean, if I can get this figured out, I can almost get this done today. It's just... I hate how there's one final snag after I thought I figured it out. It must be something stupid, like it's repetitively doing a certain task too much or something. Because, yeah. Yeah. Although there's something amiss, because if I set it to English here and load the game, everything is in English. But if I load my Japanese game and then tell it to be English, then it doesn't. It doesn't actually translate everything in English. So there's something else going on. Whew. Okay. So, for some reason, when I try to make it English this way, like right before the battle, it doesn't there's something weird going on. Something weird going on. What did I do in the previous battle? Battle of Raxion. What I did was I changed it to English right before the battle. And then right after the battle, set language back to proper. Because in this battle I still had Japanese as a switch turned on, but I manually told the plugin that it was English even though it wasn't. Oh man, this sucks. This sucks. Okay, well, what if I... Okay. Let me go back to Dauntless here. Okay, I have the everything dies now attack. Let me try... Because I have to play this battle again to test something. So if I get rid of set language back to proper and leave it English for the next part. And I leave all these switches alone. Just leave them alone. And then right after the battle, we do the switch back to proper. Okay. Now I'm going to try the previous battle and just leave it on. Leave it English, even though it's Japanese. As you can see, this is getting kind of convoluted now, but I need to test it from the start. Everything dies now. Missed 3 of them. How do I make that 100% chance? Because everything dies now should be 100%. Yeah, 100%. Make it more beefy. It's made a little more complicated by the fact that there's one battle immediately after the other. So it's like I have to like go through one whole thing before I can test the next thing. Now we're on to the next part. We just left it in English. And that's why they're speaking English here, even though I'm just going to see if the force-fed Japanese works in the next battle without lag, even though it's still in English. Still lags. But it doesn't lag if I start the game in English and load the same file. There's no indication of where this lag is coming from. This source map thing is nothing. This dot map thing. Oh, I see. Oh. Yeah. Actually, I don't think I need that. The common event thing. It's weird that it only says common event 135. Oh, it does say 134 as well. You know, let's see. Message speed. Oops. Yeah, the languages. Hey, Puru, what's up? Yeah, no, I'm running into one problem mostly. I've mostly got the game translated into all these languages, but the problem is that the tactical battle system on the last battle, not all of the battles, lags if I choose any other language besides English. So it looks fine at first, and then as soon as the battle starts, there's massive lag. And so that's if I'm picking Japanese. If I start the game in English, it doesn't lag though. So I don't know what the problem is. It's still in Japanese because of what yeah, so if I have to actually load the previous file in English because I think I saved it at the point where something went wrong already. I'm gonna take that. Yeah, I think this is. No, it happens with every other language except English. So if I pick English and I load the autosave file, well, I'm not really sure how I would redo it. I mean, I did redo the battle that came right before it, and that battle works fine. I had to trick that one into working too, though I had to set it to English right before the battle, and then force feed it Japanese anyway, and that worked. That avoided the lag. But when I try the same thing on the next battle, it doesn't work. So I don't know what's wrong. Save on slot 50. And see if it's set all from English from the start, then it doesn't lag. See? I'm just gonna start trying stuff and see if something works. So maybe what I'll do is the minute that the battle starts, I'll try turning Japanese on the minute that the battle starts. Turn English off, turn Japanese on, just to test. So even though we're going to do full English, just because it's the only setting that doesn't lag. Yeah, it might be a specific sprite, like the name is a little off or something. I don't know, but it doesn't say there's any missing images or anything. Okay. Okay. Check this out. Now when I tell it to go in Japanese, right as the battle starts, right, or the minute the battle starts, now it's not lagging. So there's something weird going on. But I'm making progress at least, right? God, this shit. But I found a way. It's not happening because of a specific sprite. It's weird though. This is a weird problem. Let me tell you. And then I gotta make manual string replacements for these. I already know that. No. What I'm saying is that if I start the game in English, there is no lag. If I start the game in Japanese, even if I tell it that it's English right before the battle starts, it still lags. So, okay, so wait, let me try something else. Let me try, I bet this isn't going to work, but let me see. Let me try loading in Japanese, loading that file, and then see what happens. Yeah, so I definitely have to tell it that it's English from the start for it to work. Because, yeah. Let me try it. Let me try it just before the battle, because it didn't lag when I did it as the first thing that happens when the battle starts. But if I do the exact same thing, shortly right before the battle, will it lag? Yeah, it lags even if I do it even just right outside the battle. But if I do it as the first thing that happens right when the battle starts, it doesn't lag. It's so weird. All right. What if I do it? What if I do it in the battle event, the troops battle event? But at least I found a way. Okay, we found some kind of way that it doesn't lag, and when I change it to Japanese, even though it's very convoluted. This is the last battle, so all I got to do is get this battle to work. I can figure out why everything later, as long as I can get around it. What battle troop is this? 27 ESA Marines. what if I do it there? Okay. Okay, now it doesn't lag. Great. Now let's see if... No, it's not necessarily solved yet because I'm just forcing it to do Japanese right there. Like, but it's literally the point where I have to trick it into thinking it's English when it's not. What if I load it here? What if I load it in Japanese and try the same thing again? If I start it as Japanese, then it will lag. So, okay, but if I start it in Japanese, I gotta trick it into thinking it's English. So, and all that happens at the title screen when you pick your language is it starts as English, turns the other ones off. Don't need that one. Hey, Nerd Mansion, what's up? Yeah, I'm having massive lag in the tactical battle system only when I pick another language besides English, but I got around it in the previous battle by telling it it's English and then force feeding it Japanese anyway. So what I mean by force feeding it Japanese is I have manual overrides for the battle strings. So I literally said, it's English, and then but the Japanese switch is on, so force feed all this Japanese into it, and then it doesn't lag if I do it that way. But then it does lag on the battle on the surface if I try to do the exact same thing. So that's what's weirding me out. So let's see here. No. Well, it's MZ, but my game is MV. I'm just editing it in MZ because it doesn't crash as much. But it's an MV game. But you can open MV games in MZ. It works. You just throw a project file in there and call it good. Okay, so what if I just do that? Because this is all I did at the previous the previous battle. All I did was say, yeah, it's English with that one line, and then that's what caused it to work. So let me try that when I load the Japanese version. And see, now we got massive lag. Okay, so let's see. Okay, everything's in English. Okay, well, let's load English, and let's replicate what happens when you first start a new game, where English gets turned on. Let's turn Japanese off first. So let's load the game in Japanese, and then let's manually turn Japanese off and English on, just like you would starting a new game or starting from the beginning. So we'll try to load in Japanese. Mostly this localization hasn't been too bad, but the tactical battle system is throwing me for a fast one. No, this isn't Rebellion, this is Origins. So I'm working on Rebellion, it's almost done, but I decided I wanted to try to localize Origins into, because it's going to be even harder to localize for, Rebellion or whatever. And since we're not making that many edits to Origins now, it's like the right time to translate into other languages, I think. I've mostly got it down, but there's some problems, okay? So the problems are the tactical battle system with any other language besides English. There was 2 battles before this and they work fine, or I figured out a way. This is the last hurdle. See, and if I load it in English, and I just force feed it, and I tell it, load Japanese now, right when the battle starts, it works without lag, but it doesn't make any sense though. It's oh wait, now there's the lag again. What did I do differently that one time where there wasn't lag? Because there was one time where I got it to be Japanese and with no lag in it. What did it look like when there was no lag? One sec, I'm looking at my devlog. This is where the devlog comes in handy for me, is when I fix something and then break it again. What did I do to fix it? Okay, let's go back. Let's go back and see. Yeah, it's the exact same thing. Let me make sure it's the same thing. Fuck it. Okay. Okay, so if I load it in English. Okay, yeah, so I literally have to load it in English. Because what I'm trying to replicate what this is, but if you loaded it in another language instead. So like if I load it in English and I tell it that it's Japanese, then I can get it to not lag. And that's, but if I do the exact same thing and I load it in Japanese, then it will have massive lag for no reason. Okay, but wait a minute. There was something that was different. If I load it in English, and even though it force feeds it to Japanese, what was still in English that wasn't before? Archer's unit. The words Archer's unit. And ESA Marine. Okay, but now this time it does lag. One sec. I'm getting inconsistent behavior. Okay. English, load. Okay, now it's not lagging. Okay, but common events, Archer's unit. If I recall correctly, I put Archer's unit in here. Probably didn't put Archer's unit in here. Unit. Although I did notice a pattern that was okay, here's the weird pattern. Because I had to load it twice in English for it to work. That was the pattern. So let me see. Okay, we load it. Okay. Okay, Archer's unit in katakana. Still not lagging. Now look, if I bet if I do this, because there might be a different pattern here. Okay, so now if I try to load it in Japanese, it'll lag. Okay. So now that I've loaded it in Japanese, it'll lag. But let me try loading it again. Because as far as what I saw with English, I had to load it twice, and then the second time it didn't lag. So now let me try it a second time. If I load it in Japanese, even if I load it twice, it lags. But I bet if I load it in English now, it will lag. And then if I load it in English twice, it won't lag. Let me see. So see, the first time I load it in English, it lags. And then if I load it in English again, it won't lag. That's weird. That is weird. I want to try something. If I go to languages, let me just try renaming the Japanese folder so that we're not doing any translations. And then let me try loading it in Japanese and see if it doesn't lag now, even if it's in Japanese. Let's see. It still lags. So it doesn't have anything to do with the. It doesn't have anything to do with the. Oh, wait a minute. Let me double check by trying to load it twice, because now I know I have to load it twice in English for it to not lag. So. Okay, so it lags anyway. Okay, so we know it has nothing to do with this part. So the first time it will lag. And the second time I load it, it doesn't. What is the pattern here? What is the pattern? What the hell is causing this? Okay. Okay, let's just leave it. Let me just leave it and leave it in Japanese or whatever language it is. And then let me try adding a page to this event. And let's add the sprites in one at a time. So is there lag if I have only one unit? Seems pretty lag free with, and this is just straight Japanese. It does lag still, but it's... that's interesting. It lags a lot when I try to move. It'd be nice if I could tell what was going on in the background. Let me try turning off the parallel switch when the battle starts. Because anything parallel, and I'm guessing that because these are parallels, it's literally doing this every single second, renaming everything. Let me see if the lag is different if the parallel switch gets turned off. Still lags. Let me see. The only thing that's different about this is we also have fog effects on this map. Maybe that makes it worse. Let me try taking the fog away and see if that does anything at all for the lag. I'm trying to narrow down where this is fucking coming from. It's really annoying. No, doesn't seem to affect it either way. It's lags either way. I set English manually right at the battle start. Will it suddenly stop lagging now? Even if loaded in Japanese. Oh, now it's not lagging. Nice. Okay. And then all the skills will be in English, I know that. Oh, wait, what if I just take that out and we leave the Japanese meta on? Because I literally turned the Japanese meta off. And that's what was different that time. Okay, now it's not lagging. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is very good. Okay. Now we bring our pals back. Now we bring our friends back. And this is essentially the same fix that I did in the space battle, but for some reason it hasn't worked until now. Yeah, now it's got the lag again. Okay, let me try loading it one more time, because sometimes the loading it twice thing works. Okay, let me try turning off the Japanese method. Twice. Now I always have to load it twice because of that one time. Okay, let me take that out. We set it to English, and now we don't want the friends. We don't want the friends. I'll have to add these one by one and see if... Okay, that's pretty lag free. Now let's add one friend. Seems pretty lag free. Let's add a second friend. I'm feeling the lag on this one, so if I add even just a few, it lags. let me try something else. Okay, this... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's getting messed up because the actors are the same number and duplicated, basically. That might have something to do with it. You know, like if you have actor 106 replicated 3 times, what does that do? You know, maybe. So if we have 2 different ones, 106 and 107, and then if now it doesn't lag, then there's something related to that, I think. No, it's still lag. It's just... It must be doing extra stuff when you pick another language. Where it's like referencing the same thing twice or 3 times, and that's just enough to tip the scales to where it lags. I don't know, it just sucks. It sucks. Let me just for the sake of sanity, let me look at other, okay. I'm not going to redo my tactical battle system, but I just want to see if anything has gotten better since I looked last time. We got this one. I think that this one's probably worse. Looks worse. What are the add-ons? Combat animation scene. Well, I'll maybe look into that later. You know what I might end up doing if I have to. Maybe what I could do if I have to is just cut down the number of units in general to like just fewer units for that battle, because it's not that crazy of a battle anyway, and then of course figure out how to fix it long term for the other projects, because now there's massive lag. even with 2. If I don't actually set it to English. Let's see if I reduce the number of units. It'll still lag, probably, but... Yeah, it still is like 4 frames a second. So I don't know what's wrong with it. I really don't know what's wrong with it. It sucks. I wish I could tell what it was. Wait a minute, I got it. Does it work better too if I turn Japanese off? Definitely see it's lagging a little bit. And to stress the point, it runs totally fine if I load it in English. No, it doesn't. Oh, but you know what? I have to load it twice. That's right. Yeah, so like even if you have 4. let me take away the default animation and see, because maybe there's just something going on where it's looking for something in another language and it like can't, and like maybe it's like invalid name, invalid name, invalid name, invalid name, invalid name, you know, or something, like doing something like that in the background. It just overloads it. Default anim railgun. Yeah, because where does that? Because where does it get that animation from? Railgun. Okay, maybe that's what it is. It's a missing image somewhere that. And railgun is even in lowercase. So where is it getting that animation from? It needs it for it to work. Because I don't think I even have an animation that is just railgun all lowercase like that. Let me open the LETBS demo file. I just gotta, I mean, I'm just trying to figure this out. I don't know why this is, because there's something weird going on. I'd like to know what it is. All of these characters have their own default animation. And where does like where are those animations even defined? Because guard 1, right? So like what because if I type in guard 1, there's nothing. So that animation is defined somewhere. Because I just have a hunch that it might be related to that. Because what if it's looking for an animation that's been named differently or something? I mean, because if I do, let me try setting this to guard 1. And of course it's gonna have the same issue. It might not have anything to do with it. Let me try using a number instead. Like if I just did default animation 1. The number 1. And I bet it just does the same thing too. Like that. It probably doesn't even matter what you put in there for animation. Yeah. It doesn't even really matter. Okay, that's 1 second. That's an error of some kind. Maybe that's what it is, that uncaught reference error thing. Yeah, let me try just turning, let me try this again. Let me try turning it on. Okay, uncaught reference error, hidden states. And then let me try English and load it, and then it'll lag the first time. And now let me try reloading again, and then let's see if the reference error is still there. The hidden states reference error might not have anything to do with it. Let's put them all back. Let's put them all back because I want this to work, and we're gonna have to get it to work. Okay, so let me try turning off hidden state, the hidden states. No reference error. The file not found errors, whatever. Let me try loading it in Japanese now. So It seems to struggle, or it seems to have a delay when it's loading images too. Okay, well, let me try something else. Let me try... It probably won't work, but let me try putting the translation engine above LATBS as a plugin, and maybe that'll work. I don't know, I'm just trying shit right now, because I'm... As I recall, Starship Rebellion doesn't have the problem of, because I still don't like that reference error for the hidden states thing. So let me see if we see the difference. Oh, I just commented it out. Oh, that's what I did to fix it. I commented it out and it worked anyway. Okay. Yeah. Let me take, let me try something else too. I added LATBS as a possible image folder for the translations. And I swear, everything except this tactical battle thing has worked fine with the localization. It's 2 frames a second. It's like, come on, guys. Let me go to the JavaScript custom translation engine. let me open up. Find LATBS. Let me take LATBS out of there and see if that makes any difference. I don't think it will, but I'm just throwing everything at the wall right now to see if something sticks. I'm even contemplating trying different tactical battle systems because this plugin has always given me a lot of trouble. But I don't know if it's going to take too long to redo it all. So I hesitate. If I could just get this to not lag, that would be great. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? And if I load Russian, it's going to have missing image files because, yeah, it's going to have missing image files. Although, okay, I got it. Let me try it. Let me try another language besides Japanese. Let's try Russian. Let's see, because now I gotta experiment. I gotta figure out what's really going on here. Unit. Yeah. Results in 5 seconds. USA Marine. TX. Okay, I'm guessing this is ESA Marine. because this plugin also doesn't let me like set a hard-coded value for a sprite. So I literally have to make a separate sprite for each language just for it to work. So it's okay. Now, so far, it looks lag-free in Russian, so that's interesting. Let's see what happens when I load all the image files out and see. Maybe there's a certain image file that's doing it. Okay, no. Oh, Novus Marine. Okay. Battlers. Novus Marine. Novus Marine. Novus Marine. Novus Marine. Novus Marine. Marine. Okay, now after loading the Novus Marine, now the lag is pretty intense. TBS turn order. This is Archer's unit. A squad of archers. That's not quite right as a translation, but whatever. But it didn't. But the lag didn't start until it loaded image files. Certain image files. So I wonder what's up with that. H, perhaps. So if it's any language besides English, it lags like this. you know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna I'm gonna load it in English. I'm gonna get past this battle. I'm gonna get back to this later. I'm gonna do some serious experimenting around with the tactical battle system, and probably offline. And okay, and I gotta load it twice. For some reason, it lags if I load it the first time. I'm going to get back to this later. I'm going to push through the rest of the localization, because I'm stumped on this one. back in Japanese. 'Cause that's the one I was working on. Yeah, it's supposed to be loading. Oh, maybe I have to. I did mess with the order of it. There we go. Okay, great. And I can, since I'm in playtest mode, I can skip past all this. Okay, let's find a Japanese equivalent. Reports that Novus attack is on the way. Central command has been quiet. Dead. Trying to hand Rex to Novus. There we go.
情報機関はノーバス攻撃が進行中であると報告しています。中央軍はどのように対応するつもりなのかについては沈黙を持っている。上級職員は非難している。私は取り残されてしまいました。私たちは死んだまま放置されているような気がし始めています。中央軍はラクシオンを銀皿に乗せてノバスに渡そうとしているのか？
It's not exactly the translation, but I won't bother with this part. This is log, whatever. I'll just leave that. Now I'll save the game and I'll reload it again and see if the tablet is replaced. Correct image. There we go. Oh, damn. Kind of long. All that katakana is kind of long.
Tsuki 立てる 極端なピアス
I think that's probably the best I can get. Extreme Impalement, 175. Was it 175? Oh yeah, 175. There we go. That's.
Colonel Thruxton.
スラクストン大佐。
I just got a text. I gotta get something done today that I don't really want to do, but I gotta. So I'm gonna end the stream for now, but I'm gonna continue this localization journey and get this done. Hopefully this week, done totally. Everybody have a good